Now we are going to discuss about the sources, because when there is light coming, certainly there are sources from which it is coming. Let us talk about different sources of light. And what is the biggest source of light for Earth or for anything in the system? Very good. Sun. And then tell me some sources here.
Moon, stars,
Okay.
LED light.
What?
LED light.
What, Nana?
Ma'am, I was saying an LED light is also a source of light.
LED light. And then tube light, candle,
fire. Yeah, fire. Charcoal. A night light.
what is that?
Emergency. Bioluminescent.
Emergency.
Ma'am, fireflies. Ma'am, fireflies.
Firefly.
Stars.
Stars are all. Let me ask you one question, my dear.
Stars and magnetars. Ma'am, magnetar.
What?
Ma'am, magnetar. Ma'am, electrical bulb.
Yeah, tube light and LED light. That is almost the same, na? Bulb. Okay.
Magnetar.
And see, do all of them emit their own light? Do all of them emit their own light? I mean, I'm asking, do they have their own light?
No, ma'am. Few of them have their own light and others reflect light. Reflect light.
Sun.
Ma'am.
Yes.
Some of them emit their own light and others don't. The ones that emit their own light are called luminous.
Yeah, let me say that, please. So, out of all the sources we have stated, not all of them are having their own light. Like sun is burning itself and hence emits light.
Producing its own light by burning atoms and stuff.
Stars are also burning because of the gases present on them. LED light is also having its own light. Tube light emitting its own light. Candle emitting its own light. Fire emitting its own light. Bulb emitting its own light. Firefly emitting its own light. Emergency and torchlight are also emitting their own lights. So,
ma'am,
there are many sources. Just a second, Ashika, please. See, out of all the sources that are listed here, not everything have their own light. Like moon is not having its own light. You never saw moon burning, right? The only thing it does is it will be reflecting the light which is falling on it because it is present in the solar system. Just like how every one of us are receiving light from the sun, moon also receives light from the sun and will be bouncing it to us. So moon doesn't have light on its own, but still emits light, just like how we and objects are doing. And so I can categorize the sources into two types. One, which emits its own light. Two, which reflects light falling on it. And the source of light which emits its own light is called luminous object. And the source which reflects light falling on it, like you, like me, and like this board, like the moon, they are called non-luminous objects. So how many types of sources we have? Sources of light. We have two types of sources of light. One luminous and two non-luminous. Sun, stars, all the lights you have said except moon are examples of luminous objects. Moon, the objects around, like me, you, the table, the board, everything is a non-luminous. You are able to see me. I don't have my own light. I'm just reflecting the light which is falling on me. So I am a non-luminous object.
Ma'am, then I would like to ask you, the phone screen
or the laptop screen, which light it is displaying, its own light, right?
The screen can be called as a luminous one, Anna. The surface of the laptop cannot be called as a luminous one. It is a non-luminous one, whereas the screen can be called as a luminous one. Yes, Ashika?
Yeah, so why what happens inside the laptop? Why does it emit? How does it emit light? The
Mom, can I
fire
answer that?
can be burn.
Yashika, can I answer that?
Yeah, sure.
The thing is, Yashika, you might know about pixels, right? Pixels are the things in laptops. They're tiny dots in laptops that make up the most images in all the electronic stuff. So they burn and give you the light we see.
Okay.
So everything in the laptop is made up of pixels, and those pixels burn. They like flame up, and they give us light. So you can
Okay.
think of it as colorful flames.
So when electrical energy is supplied to those pixels, they will be converting them into light energy and will be lighting up the screen. Is that okay?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a wonderful explanation, Pragya. Keep it up. And then
Thank
let
you,
us
ma'am.
talk about let us talk about media. Do you remember? I just took a word media during the first initial minutes of the class. I told this media.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
this is a plural form, so I want to introduce you to a singular form, which is medium. Okay, you know, light travels in different media.
Hmm?
Who's that? See, light travels. I told you I have a daughter of your age and she's now laughing. Okay. Chalo, see. I told you, what is this medium? So when light is actually traveling in the room, it is traveling through air and reaching me. And light from the sun is reaching all of us, traveling through space. And of course, once it enters into the Earth's atmosphere, it is traveling through air also. So in different situations, light is traveling through different materials. And the material or the substance through which light travels is called a medium, because it acts as the medium for the light travel. So the substance through which light travels is called as medium. Okay, and the important thing is, and the wonderful thing is, light always doesn't require a medium to travel. It travels even in the absence of medium, like space. Space is vacuum, right? It is not occupied by any substance. It is not occupied by any gas. It is the absence of medium, and we are calling it as vacuum. Yes. So light is able to travel through a substance. Even in the absence of a substance, it can travel through absolutely nothing. Got it? So you can define it as, medium can be defined as substance through which light travels. And then we have again 3 types of media. Not every media will be friendly with light. Not every media is as comfortable as the other.
Mom,
few-
I'm not getting what you mean. Like, I don't understand what you're saying. That not
What
every media is comfortable with light.
I'm going to explain, then you're stopping me and asking, Neha. It's like, because
Ma'am, actually, I'm not asking. It's asked by Pragya.
Pragya, okay. Okay, I'm sorry, Neha. So see, when I say that not every medium is comfortable with light, a few substances like air are very much comfortable and will be allowing complete light to pass through them. Like in my room, I'm surrounded by air, medium is air, and light is not being obstructed by air at any part of the room. Light is freely traveling through air. So there are certain substances through which light can easily pass and will pass completely also. Such media are called transparent media. the media through which light travels completely without any obstruction are called transparent media, like air, transparent glass, pure water. What else?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, glass.
Glass.
ma'am, what about transparent sheets? What we get?
Transparent?
Sheets of like what we get. We write PowerPoint presentations.
Transparent sheets can also be taken as an example. So the idea of being a transparent medium is it will be allowing light to pass through it completely.
Okay, okay. I understand what you meant by comfortable with light now, ma'am.
Yes, yes. And then the second category of medium is translucent. And these materials or these substances will allow light partially. See, when you look at a ruler, when you look at a scale, which is used for several days, you will be having scratches on it. And when you try to look through that scale, you can find there is something on the other side, but you can't exactly identify what was that.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I can give an
Ma'am,
example.
that's because it's translucent. It's not
Butter paper.
transparent. It's translucent and we cannot see completely through it.
Exactly. We cannot see completely through it because it allows light partially. Only some amount of light will be transmitted to the other side. Maybe if 100% of light falls on it, it can be 80 to 50% or less than that will be traveling to the other side, but not 100%. So substances which cannot transmit light completely or through which light cannot travel completely are called translucent media. Yes, please.
Ma'am, actually, butter paper is an example for that, right?
Exactly. Butter paper is an example.
Stained glass and the rubies and all.
Window glass.
Stained glass, ma'am.
Window glass. Yes, that also. Mud water. Greased paper. I mean oiled paper.
That's what I actually told about butter.
Ma'am also are like some I'm not able I'm not able to explain it how right the rubies and the diamonds are they also translucent?
I can't say diamond because if it is a transparent diamond, not a colored diamond, then you can see the complete thing. If it is a
Okay.
colored one, I should say some details of the object will go missing because we are not we don't have a clarity about the details of the object when we look through a colored stone. So if it is a transparent one, then that is a transparent thing that can be called as a transparent medium. Okay. And then the third type of medium, V. What are we? Do we allow light to pass through us?
No, ma'am.
Now, it will be easy for a doctor's. Doctor's work becomes very easy if at all we allow light to pass through us because no diagnostics are required to trace what the problem inside the body. They can just put a torchlight. They can just illuminate your body with a torchlight and then find out where the problem is. Is it with the heart? Is it with the kidney? Or is it with the stomach? Provided we are able to pass light through us. But unfortunately, God hasn't given us that opportunity. We are something which will never allow light to pass through us. Right? Such substances are called opaque substances. So the substances which will not allow, not partially, not even, they're not as nice as translucent also. So they are harsh to the light. They don't allow any light to pass through them. And such objects are called opaque objects. Is that understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that understood? Yes. So
Yes,
we have learned about three types of media. And what is basically a medium? A medium is a substance through which light passes. And three types of media are transparent, which allows light completely through it is called transparent. And then which allows partial light is called translucent, which will never allow light to pass through it. Opaque. Example, humans, cardboards, plastic, colored plastic, I'm saying colored plastic, etc. There are many things which are opaque. Metals are opaque. Is that understood? So, if I keep this object, opaque object, in front of light, as this opaque object will not allow light to fall on it, there will be a dark patch of light seen behind the opaque object. There will be a dark patch formed behind this object, opaque object, when light falls on it. I repeat, if
Ma'am,
light,
give an example.
I'm just trying to tell you. See, if I'm standing in front of light, obstructing light, because I'm a opaque body, I will be obstructing some light, and hence a dark patch will form behind me, and the dark patch is called shadow. Yes? Is that called shadow? No answer. The dark patch which is formed behind opaque object
Shadow.
when it stands in front of a light source is called shadow. What is an eclipse, dear? What is an eclipse?
Ma'am, and there are two types of eclipses, and eclipse is when like one celestial body comes upon another celestial body, and that shadow, it blocks the light of it.
Exactly. If the
Ma'am,
shadow,
actually, I was not able to hear you for a while. So, what did you just tell us?
I told them what is meant by a shadow.
Shadow.
Yeah,
Shadow is
opaque
basically
body. Just a second, Neha. Opaque body will not allow any light to pass through it, and hence it obstructs light, and the dark patch will be formed behind this opaque object, and the dark patch is called a shadow. And I'm trying to tell you an example of a shadow. Eclipse is a celestial shadow, which means when shadow of the moon falls on the earth, that becomes solar eclipse. This happens when moon comes between sun and the earth. The shadow of the moon falls on the earth, right? And then if earth comes between sun and the moon, the shadow of the earth will be casting on the moon. That part of light is obstructed by the earth, and that forms a lunar eclipse. So eclipse are the celestial examples of shadows, wherein a general example can be you keep any opaque object in front of a light source, and this will be casting a shadow. Opaque object will be casting a shadow. So shadows are formed only because of opaque objects. Okay.
Ma'am, can I give an example?
Yes.
Ma'am, if I keep a paper, like some papers are of like opaque, right? So if I keep my hand under that paper, I could see the shadow of it, and also I could not see light on my hand.
Exactly. That is a general observation of a shadow. Okay. What are the features of the shadow? What do you have? Parts of shadow. Sometimes you will be seeing a sharp dark patch, as sharp as the object. You will have a sharp edges for the shadow. Sometimes you see some part of the shadow will be very dark, and some part of it will be faint. I mean, dim. So basically, we can say that shadow consists of mainly two parts. The darkest region of the shadow is called umbra. What is it called?
Umbra.
Umbra. What is it?
Umbra.
What is umbra?
Umbra is the darkest part of a shadow.
Yeah, darkest part of a shadow is called umbra. So you will be seeing dark and then a faint light around it. The region around this umbra, which is faint, which is relatively dim, is called penumbra. Penumbra will be surrounding this umbra. So there are two regions of the shadow. The darkest region is called umbra, and the dim region surrounding this umbra is called penumbra.
Ma'am, please wait. Let me just note down.
Not every time you will be seeing both of them. Most of the time you'll be having this umbra. You will not see penumbra alone, but you can see umbra alone. I'll tell you in what situations we can see only umbra, and either you will be seeing both of them in certain cases. I mean to say is, in some cases you will be finding only this umbra part of the shadow, and in few cases you will be seeing both of them. You will never see penumbra alone without an umbra. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am, please.